Lack of direction can emerge because you don't know what you don't know. And there's no quick fix to this. I won't lie to you. However, there is a fix. It means that you have to start by choosing what it is you like to know about and focusing on that one thing. One of the problems with our direction is that we could go in any number of directions at any given time. And we can also start off on a path towards a goal or a target or an outcome, and we can allow ourselves to become distracted. I would suggest it is the distractions in our lives which cause us to experience a lack of direction. There's almost a clue in the term, isn't there? What happens is that because we have so much information at our disposal and we've got so many ambitions that we wish to fulfill, that we can end up becoming distracted and led down the garden path by new shiny things. And the shiny object syndrome is one of the key reasons that people tend to lack direction. We are now living in an environment in which there is so much information, gratification, and excitation available to us that it would be unnatural, perhaps, not to lack direction. And so, what we have to do is we have to create the conditions under which we can overcome. Under which we can overcome. We have to create the conditions whereby we can overcome our own addiction to distractions. Previous generations may have had so many fewer distractions that they could get things done much more efficiently than we can. We have to acknowledge that, and we have to design the tools and strategies that we require in order to overcome this. Otherwise, we can spend all our time doom scrolling, spend all our time on our phone, we can spend all our time watching cats dancing and AI renderings of, I don't know, Yetis and things. There are so many ways that we can waste our time. And that's before we get into the self-imposed ways we can waste our time by trying to be all things to all people at all times. So direction, as the word suggests, involves getting from A to B as rapidly as you can and as efficiently as you can. So your lack of direction can be remedied by having a clear idea of what your outcomes are and what you wish to achieve. And then by setting yourself goals and targets to be able to achieve those things. Your lack of direction can also be a manifestation of some of the things we've previously discussed. It can be a manifestation of your imposter syndrome, or your fear of failure, or your fear of selling. What you could be doing is creating an elaborate web of deceit around your own motivations and allowing yourself to be distracted by chasing this and that, because deep down you lack that sense of honesty about where it is exactly you're supposed to be going. So if you have a lack of direction, it is because you aren't creating the correct destination for yourself. Imagine if you were piloting a boat and you needed to get to a specific harbour at a specific time over a specific stretch of water. You would need to have navigation. You'd need to have charts. You'd need to have an estimated time of arrival. You'd need to know when to depart. You would have to have at your fingertips a whole raft of things which are going to enable you to fulfill this voyage. What kind of captain or pilot would you be if you jumped into your boat and decided you were just going to head off in any direction you like? Or if halfway across you saw some dolphins and decided to chase them instead? Oh, look, there's an iceberg. I'll go and take a look. You wouldn't arrive at your destination at the time you said you were going to arrive, would you? So take that analogy and start to build into your own systems and strategies things like, what is my destination? What direction do I need to take to get there? What is my estimated time of arrival? Can I do this? Do I have the supplies necessary? Do I have enough fuel in the tank? Is the sea going to be rough? Is the sea going to be smooth? Will I be blown off course? Your lack of direction can be a result of lack of consideration. So what I'm suggesting is you start to become more considerate. In the key meaning of the word considerate, be considerate about where it is you're going, when you want to get there, and how you're going to get there. And once having done that, focus on that and eradicate the distractions which are going to destroy your mission. There are plenty of ways you can destroy a mission, but there's only one way that you can get it to succeed, and that is by focusing on it. I hope this is useful to you. The way that it can be useful to you as an emerging coach is that you can now apply this knowledge about yourself and your own strategies and your own techniques, and you can apply this to people who you feel may be floundering because they are suffering from a lack of direction. None of this material is wasted or needs to be wasted. Click on the link below and get some more access to some more information should you so desire. But until we come into the next phase of this particular long form, which is going to be about motivation, isolation, and comparison, go well, fellow seeker. I'll be back in a moment.